Okay, welcome. Today I'm gonna take you to Oxbow Disc Golf Park. It's here in Eastman Park in Windsor, Colorado. Windsor is kind of just east of Fort Collins and Loveland, and Windsor used to be Discmania territory. So I'm actually going to be playing with a full Discmania bag in honor of Discmania warehouse used to be really close to here, and all of kind of this Fort Collins area was really Discmania territory, really well supported and well liked out here. They have since unfortunately moved on to move the warehouse to Kansas City with the consolidation, but there's still big support out here. And the tournament season's over, so I can finally start playing around with some other bags. So I'm gonna play with an all Discmania bag here, and I've been playing with a tournament bag, mostly MVP, for pretty much the entire year. And I kind of wanted to see how I would get better bagging the same discs pretty much the whole year. And it definitely, was something I needed to do to take that next step in the competitive level. But we're gonna play here at Oxbow. I keep hearing about this place. This is gonna be blind for me because I've never played here, and I'm playing with discs that I haven't thrown in ages. It's supposed to be a really good course. I get a lot of hype and a lot of good things said about it, but I just never seem to make it here. So I'm kind of excited to play it. It is apparently only a 12-hole course, but it's also there is a layout for 18 holes that the tags and league nights play out here. So I'm going to try to play that layout. It's in UDisc, so hopefully I should be able to follow it, and we'll be on this journey together, and we'll see how this goes. Should be a good time. All right, let's get it. All right, hole one here. We got two positions out in this grove. We got a 310 and a 359. I can see, I think, what is the longer one. I don't know if you can see it, but I saw someone just putting on it. So I'm not sure if they are both there. I will find that out shortly. And I'm kind of getting warmed up. I don't know quite what to throw to the 310, all right, 359. I'm gonna go with this FD. I've had pretty good luck with it in the past. It should be flippy enough that if I throw it kind of hard, straight, I should get a little bit of a drift over. Hopefully get up near that 359. Man, I'm basically just fresh out of the car because I got a way late start today, and I got a lot to do. So see if we can't get out there here. It needs to get under. All right, that's pretty fortunate. I don't think it's quite all the way there, but I might have a putt from what I can tell. And we might as well warm up the forehand. And I'll see if I can get an S-line PD into where I think the short position would be. Real S-line PD should get me a little bit decent distance on my forehand. Ooh, a lot more flip than I thought right out of the car, and no finish. That's kind of sad, but that should be kind of where the shortish pin is. So let's see what we got. All right, the PD was actually, so the short pin is right here if you can't see it. So the PD was actually pretty good, even without the flare. If I had flared, it would have been parked, but unfortunately the FD did not really get much further. I needed a little bit more forward push to have a putt. I'm completely blocked off, and tournament play normally I would just probably scoot it up underneath with like a scuba or something, but I'm just for funsies. I'm gonna try this little super high forehand flip, like a mini forehand grenade. This is probably a bad idea, but we'll see if it works. That did not work at all. All right, well, we got a tester to start out with. Wow, see, that's why I would not do that in a tournament. All right, thankfully I've putted with Rainmakers before, So, but my putting has been absolutely trash. So, all right. I think, is that all I need to do? Every time I say my putting is trash, I just make them. What the heck? All right. Parsing. Oh man, I don't even know if you could see me. I should have moved the camera for the putting. Well, hopefully you could at least hear the chains. 414, 384. So it does look like there's only one position at a time. And looks like so far we're in the longs on both. I don't know if that's going to be the trend, but we're at 414 here. Good. Not really ready to rip 414. And an interesting tee pad we got here. Yeah. Oh, what do I got driver wise here? I'm gonna have to probably go flipier because I have the new Cloudbaker. All right, I got a Neo DD or a C-Line DD. I don't know how flippy this is gonna be. It's been so long since I threw it, but I also got this Neo Thunderstone, the Neo DD3, which has a little bit more flip than a normal DD3. I have thrown this a little bit when I first bought it, and gosh, Neo feels so good. I was kind of excited my buddy had a bunch of these in stock. We'll go with the DD on a hyzer flip. It should flip up here. Oh yeah, look at that sucker. Oh, that had a harsher finish, but that's kind of pin high left. Man, not bad for my first launch. That flipped up nicely, but it stabilized a lot more than I thought for a DD. I think the normal S-Line DDs would have just held over the whole time. All right, let's go with the Thunderstone. This thing feels great. Oh, no flip at all. But pretty far. Holy crap. All right. All right, so there's a little bit of a roped off area here. I'm guessing this might be OB, or at least probably is in tournaments. I didn't really pay attention to the sign, whether it was stuff was OB or not. I probably should have. But since this is my first time out here, I'm gonna claim indifference. And so now, is that illegal? It's pretty much a weed, but it's also kind of dead. Can I break those? Oh no. There we go. Gosh. All right. Okay. Well, I can kind of make a putt, sort of. So on this one, I did look. So there is this pink area, which is the same area on the last hole. It is OB. So even if I was OB, I would have had a tap in par, and so it was a par either way. So we'll go with that. And then we got two holes, 270, 260. It's not the 270 because that would be straight ahead. It's actually to the left. I went and looked at it. So it's around this bend behind this grove to the left at 260. So let me actually maybe bring you wide here. Maybe you can see it from over here. You can't quite see it, but hopefully this view is okay. 260. Do I think I could get the drop to go that far? I probably can. It's a pretty fast disc. I got an MD5 or drop. Probably MD5. Probably be better. All right, we'll go MD5 first. They have a little bit more push than the drop, I think, and should still get plenty far left. Huge flare. Ooh. Okay, so I don't know if that's parked or not. And then we'll go with the drop. Get a little more height on that one. Oh, looks good on my hands, but I can't see the basket. So hopefully, the drop feels so good. I love that new glow. I didn't really like the old glow, like the old. I know the Iron Samurai 3s are super popular, but that old glow, color glow, didn't really feel good to me. It was really stiff and slick. Whereas, oh man, I went way left, more left. And the left pin is actually right over here. You can see it. Um, but the MD5 was pretty good, and the drop was almost the same spot. So this is, I'm just kind of, so the actual more left pin is right there, and I was kind of right. This is actually the straight pin. So, worked out. Gosh. Good Lord. I got a putt. You got to make a putt if we're going to score. I probably shouldn't have putted the soft one. I'm not good with soft putters, and it's not really cold enough to justify it. For 361 or 303, they're both straight. 303 looks more right. Judging by the map, this should be the 361, kind of out straight. Also, side note, that is not the long on hole 1. The long was a little bit back and right. So, that was the 385 pin. Oh man, I cannot get a forehand this far. I'm going to go to a CD1 and kind of try to get a little bit of a turnover in there. I like these tee boxes. I do not like having the side rails. I don't know why. They make me nervous for some weird reason. Oh, good angle, just a little bit too much height. Yeah, if that was a little lower, that would have been really good. Like I said, I don't think I can get a forehand there. You know, that DD surprised me with its stability. I wonder if I can actually get a flip up forehand. If it comes out of it, that'd actually be pretty good. Oh, okay. Did I just find a distance forehand hack? All right, so these maps are not. I'm pretty sure this is actually the short and not the long. I kind of wondered. I didn't think I could. Although my forehand is actually in circle for the long, but the CD1 shot was actually. I mean, considering how nose up it was and how much it stalled. Oh, here's the long pin. So my DD is like right on the edge of the circle here. So, all right, interesting. 228 and 277. Can't tell which one this is either. Doesn't look like quite like 228, and it looks more to the, but it does look more to the right. Man, these holes are really close together out here. Really hard to tell what some of the pins are, but I'm pretty sure this is just this little straightforward here. This is though a good chance to test my forehand a little bit. We'll go with the drop versus the razor claw. I mean, like, the drop is thinner, but with a higher shoulder. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of interesting though. See if I can get my forehand there, then it probably is the short one. Skip. Man, it's so straight. It's not as overstable as I would think. All right, let's try the razor claw. Oh boy, I turned that over. That's terrible. All right, so it is in the long, so the shorty's right there, and then long over here. So I probably should have gone MD5. a little bit more, probably more of a flare, more fade than the drop. All right. My circle 2 has been probably almost better than my circle 1 lately. Oh, that was like not even an inch low. I literally hit the nub. Oh my gosh. These second putts are terrible. Ugh. Man, we are not scoring. This is scoreable. Makes me want to play another round real fast, see how well I can score. We got hole 6, 205, 204. Looks like there's a straight and a slightly right one. Oh, it's very straight. So this has got to be the straight one right there in the center gap. So I'm going to assume it's the straight one. And I think I actually have a great disc for that. Well, a couple. The Cosmic Fury, which is very comfortable. When I threw Disc Mania, this wasn't out, and I didn't really like the P2 all that much because it was too deep. Whereas this one's a little bit thinner, and it's supposed to kind of fly almost like an Envy. So this should be perfect. Just kind of soft it in there. Oh, get off that tree. Oh, phase through it. Oh, not the second one. Gosh, that was cruising. That was going to be long. And then I also have this premium link, which is kind of beaded. This actually feels more like an Envy with the bead on it. Oh, that's perfect. No. Wow, I phased through that. Wow, I am consistent. I think I just phased through the same tiny cap twice. I thought both of them out of my hand were great, and then they just sort of kept going forward, and I thought, oh no, hitting that tree on the right, and both. I guess okay, so they're a little more staggered, these trees, when you get up here, but still, that's kind of funny. All right, we gotta make putt. Where'd the putters? Hey, I finally made one. I can just. I'm better at step putting now from the straddle. Yeah, got them both. All right, I think I got the putters dialed. See if we can get everything else dialed. It's 239, 237. This is kind of straight ahead. You just got to hit these gaps. Looks like you got dealer's choice. You got left or right. I think for this position, right's much better. We will go right. I think I'll go back to that Cosmic Fury. That flew pretty nice. Oh, pretty decent. All right, that thing flew pretty nice. I like the feel of this Cosmic Fury. It feels really good to throw. It seems to have just a nice little bit of push and stability. Can't complain about that. Hole 8, the Ocho. We got 356, 316. I think we are in the 316. Kind of a cool shot shape. It bends around this sort of outcropping and then hits right back there off the corner. And it looks like there's a deep position. That deep position would be really fun, I think. I'm going to bring you out here a little wide because I'm going to probably try a little flexy stuff over this thing. An FD1, I think, should be perfect for it. But I've also got this showstopper. I don't know are these guys still looking for their disc is the question. I have this showstopper that I got, and this thing is actually like so stable for an FD. And then I got a normal FD1. I think the showstopper actually might be perfect for this because it might be giving me a good turn and sort of fade out. Oh, I threw it 2 nose up. I need to get that. Four! I need to get that. You can see it. It's trying to turn, but the nose is way up. I didn't get the... When you do a turnover, you gotta get the plate and the nose down, or it's just not gonna work out. But yeah, that's a mistake I haven't made for quite a while. That's what I used to always make when I was turning, when you're trying to turn over. And really, the fix for it is really just committing your wrist and the disc to the angle. All right, we'll go FD1 here. Yeah, that's better. I just didn't get a little too high. Little less height, and that dry slides in there just perfect. All right, we got a long jump putt. So, let's see what kind of glide the old Raymakers have here. Actually, I'm gonna have to Gannon style this. Oh no. I mean, totally. Nice layup, bro. There's a little ditch back here. Could be dangerous to run it. Imagine there's some sort of OB here. Ooh. Thought that was gonna jump out for a sec. My spinny putts, man, they come out, if I'm high left, they spin out way too much. I really have to just kind of hyzer those, spin those in. All right, hole 9, we got 230, 203. It just kind of looks like a little bit of hyzer. You can't quite see it. These guys are throwing up to it, I believe. They also, it just goes back to the left a bit. So this is probably in the 230. Might be able to just see it back in the trees. And it's already backed up out here, and we got hole skippers. Oh, fun. All right, they look like they're done. I'm gonna go soft tactic. I think this is just kind of a big hyzer with soft tactic here. Although that's, now that I'm on the tee pad, that's pretty far left. I might need something more skippy than a soft tactic. This actually might be MD. This might be MD5. Oh, that's kind of deep. And you need actually, maybe the tactic would have been better because you want like a little softer fade. Too deep, I think. That's pretty close. All right. I thought I was gonna, yeah, I thought I was gonna be in the water, but ironically, both of them are right next to each other and safe. So, all right. My screen is dead. Yeah, so hopefully I'm in frame here. Nope. Nope. No leg lift. What a dummy. All right. Worst putter ever. Now, hole 10, 221, 173. 221's kind of off to the right, and this is off to the left and short. So this is definitely the 173. It's been hard to tell which is which on this, but this one I am definitely sure is a nice little tunnel shot. It's kind of plays for a flex, but this tree on the left makes the flex line kind of hard. So I think it's actually just like a hyzer flip. I'm gonna try this logic on a hyzer flip and see how stable it is. If I can get any left movement out of it, I think it should be good enough. Oh, nope. Nope, you gotta hit the line if you're gonna give it the hyzer flip. All right, well, we got a little scramble on probably one of the shortest holes out here. I got a mutant. This should be interesting. Nope. Oh, that thing is so stable. So ridiculously stable. The mutant. Gotta hit a woods line, man. Yeah, mutant is such a weird disc. It's got like an anti-dome. I don't know if you can see it. but it's got like an extra like actual anti-dome, which is just wild. Wild disc. It is about to become a victim to the river, and it's already been a victim to the vandals. But we're on hole 11, and it says there's a second shorter pin, like a 281 and 345. UDisc says it's 345, and straight out there you can kind of see it bend around the trees and then back a little bit. So as it says 355. All right, they're putting out. I think these S-Line PDs they're pretty straight pushing. I should be able to get the S-Line PD there. The Vanguard is kind of, I like the Vanguard. They always feel a little slow to me. I don't know if I haven't really had to throw super hard yet today, so I don't know how far. We'll go with the S-Line PD. Let's see if maybe we can get a Vanguard there also. Oh, a little short. Stabled out before. All right, PV was just a touch deep. We got a little more flare. If this would have finished just a little straighter, I could have put it a little wider or a tiny bit of flex. But not bad. Not bad. Ah, gosh. Oh, I've been short so much. Not quite getting the same loft on these Rainmakers. They're very glidey, but they're a little deeper than the Nomads. I think they're coming out of my hand just a tiny bit shallow, or like with less lift on them. Oh well. Man, we're just kind of living with pars today a lot. 12. Another map that doesn't exist. 188 and 156 according to the map. They're putting on it. It looks like it's just up on this hill through this grove to the right. Nice little flexy. I'm assuming the shorter one is slightly to the left or a little straight ahead maybe. Yeah, this looks like it's just going to be a little flick up there. So this is the last of the official holes. And then, but there are some T-pads for the new holes, because I see a T-pad for 13. So it does look like they might actually have T-pads for the extra holes, but no signs. So you'd actually have to kind of pull them up on UDisc. But I'm gonna go with the drop here. We'll see if we can't just get a slight flex up in there. Get stable. Oh, man. That just doesn't seem to handle flex all that much. Could have sworn that thing was a little more stable than that. Let's try the razor claw. Oh gosh, I keep overturning that laser claw. Dang. Oh, well, I almost flexed it up through this little gap, but dang drop. All right, I gotta look though. All right. Let's see if we can't. Let's go. Nice. That was sweet. All right, I finally got gave the Rainmaker a little juice to glide. So, nice. I just found out something. So there's the TF12. This is the T-pad that's labeled 13. And this is the tunnel. I think 13 actually wants you to go to the practice basket, but the problem is the TF1 is right here, and there was a big group on it. So I could technically play 13. It looks like it's just you can either take the middle gap where you can kind of big forehand around. But like I said, I think the course is too full to really totally preview it. I think that looks, judging by the layout, that looks like really the only unique ones. I think the other ones are a couple of combos and alternate T-pads of the other holes. So anyway, I'm going to try to get another course in while I still got sunlight as well. So we'll just leave you at that. 18. It looks like there might be a couple alternate T-pads off to the sides for a few of the holes, but it looks like you kind of skip around a couple of them on the perimeter to get to 18. But the course is pretty full right now, so I don't really think I can even play those. This is the official 12, and I'm gonna just leave you with that. 3 down through the official 12, not bad. Definitely could have made some more putts. Could have got some pretty good scoring there, but overall pretty fun course. This would have been really pretty. I wish I would have got here last week because the leaves would have been incredible. But kind of a fun lines. A lot of short techie holes. Pretty interesting layout here, but nothing like crazy and not a whole lot of distance. Really only like one hole that's like over 400, which is interesting. I can see kind of like why it might be popular. It's very packed and it looks fairly beginner friendly because of a lot of the shorter holes. Yeah, pretty interesting. Anyway, there's Oxbow, and we'll see you in the next one.